Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting tutorial on dengue house fashion. Today's tutorial will be about this particular sleeve popping up on your screen. If you want to know how this sleeve was patterned and sewn, endeavor to watch this video to the very end. So actually the first part of this video, I don't know how I messed it up on my phone, so I'm just going to go over the process again. So I believe if you watch and be patient enough, you will understand what I will be doing on this particular part. So as you can see, I already have my lines marked out. So this is my pattern paper, which I put into two equal halves, and the particular length of my client's sleeve, the sleeve length of my client is 28 inches, which I already marked out there. So and the round sleeve of my client, the upper part round sleeve of my client is 17 inches, which if I divide into 2 will give me 8.5. So that's just I just marked out there. So at the hem of my client, the hem of the sleeve of my client is 9 inches. So I'll just be marking half of my 9 inches. Then 9 inches divided by 2 will give me 4.5. So I'll just mark on a straight line, connecting those lines, yes, with my straight ruler there. So I'm just going to be connecting it up to that part. And what I'll be doing next is this. At that beginning part, yes, that's part where my connecting line started from, I'm going to be adding 2 inches extra. So remember 8.5 plus 2 inches will giving us 10.5. So I'm just going to be doing that same thing at the beginning of the sleeve there. So at the hem part, I'm just going to be adding 1 inch. So that is that 1 inch which I'm adding there, as you can see. So I'll be connecting the lines again. So that's what I'll just be doing, to connecting lines up to the beginning part there. So I'm just trying to straighten my lines properly. So that's what I'm doing to make sure the lines are properly connected. So at the beginning of my sleeve there, at the beginning there, so I'm going to be coming down from that top part there. I'm going to be coming down by 5 inches. So which I did is I came down by 5 inches. So I just want to make sure I have the exact same 0.5. So that's what I'm doing there, and I'm also going to be, with the aid of my straight ruler, connecting the dots again so we don't have issues. Yes. So as soon as we're done with this, so what I'll be doing is just very simple. I'm just going to be coming in about, let's say, 2 or 2.25 inches, and I'll be connecting my lines like so. So this is how I construct my basic sleeve pattern. So I actually don't go through those hassle, and it has worked for me over the years. So I'm just going to, what I'm doing now is coming in properly to just cover out my lines. So that's just how I did that. So you can be wondering, it might just be about 2 inches which you will come in before you start your curve. So as I'm done with that, I'm just going to use, with the aid of my paper scissors, I'll just cut out this pattern first of all before we start any alteration. So I'm just going to cut out the pattern. So, and doing same thing for the hem part. So I'm just going to be cutting. So as soon as I'm done cutting, we'll start explanation for this part. I seriously don't know what happened to this part of the video, but that's how I'm going through it. You notice I divided my pattern paper into 2 equal halves, and I'll be explaining why we have that. It's just going to be like a guideline for us. So, and that 2 equal half, that's line there will serve as a guideline for us. So what I'll be doing now is this. It totally depends on you, on how full you want the sleeve to be. If you want it scantily full, it's up to you. If you want it full, you could do, since the sleeve of my client is 28, I can choose to do double of 28 on the length, and it depends on what I want. I can do more than double. It depends on how full I want the fabric to be. And again, if you're doing this particular design, it is always wise for us to have, like, you measure that longest part of the width of the fabric, you measure it, and instead of having to shape it, you just use that same width. Like my client is 17 divided by 2 gave us 8.5 plus the 2 inches which we added, which is 10.5. So 10.5 times 2 is about 21 inches. So you just do 21 inches wide all the way. If it's 60 inches length you're using, if it's 70 inches length you're using, you just do 21 inches all the way from the top to the bottom. So I'm using this fabric as a guide. So what I have there on that fabric is about 70 inches. It's about 70 inches long. So, and like I said earlier, the width has to be the same from the top to the bottom. The width has to be the same from the top to the bottom. So I mean the width of the fabric you'll be using. So after, when you get the desired width you want to work with, you fold it like this and you notch that middle part. Yes, the midpoint, you have to notch it, just as the same thing as a guideline as well. So you start pleating from that folded mid part on your paper pattern. You start pleating all the way from the beginning to the end till when you exhaust the length of the fabric. So you'll be pleating at that middle part. At the same time, you come to the side. Okay, at this point now, it's always wise for us to sage, as in just finish up the hem part. I mean the hem part of your paper, of your fabric, before you start pleating. So the hem, not the beginning, the hem, please. So you start pleating. After pleating at the middle part, you exhaust the length of the fabric. You come to the sides, you do same. You come to the other side and you pleat. You exhaust the length of the fabric. So that is how you achieve this particular part of the sleeve. So after doing that, you will see subsequently, if the next part of this video you understand more what I meant by what I said. So please just be patient, watch this video over again so you understand what I'm doing. Is because I lost the other video, that's why I'm going through this hassle. Thanks for. Yeah, so guys, like I said earlier, I've gone ahead to gather on, this is the center part of the fabric and this is the sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim out following my pattern. I'm just going to trim all these excesses out following my pattern. So going to be trimming this one likewise following my pattern as well. So voila, see what we have here. So this is what we have here already. So what we'll do now is just come to this side, because my paper kind of is torn there. So what I'm going to do is just to drag it out and just follow suit like so. Same thing I'll be doing for this axis here. I'll just follow suit like so. So what I'll be doing next is so simple. I'll take out my paper. Then what I'll just do is go to the sewing machine now and take out my main sleeve measurement. So then drag my paper out. So that's just what is left for me to do now. I'll just go measure out my, then sew like so, then drag out my paper. So the essence, this is just what I'm going to be doing for this and the other side. So the essence of using a pattern paper is for you to have like a serial arrangement of what you want. There are other methods, but this is one of the best method I prefer and I use, so I just decided to show to you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And just do this for the other side and I'll show you the finished one. So guys, this is the finished look, as you can see. Yeah, but please make sure when you're ripping out the paper before you take it to your clients, rip the paper out properly. That's just an error on that. So this is what it looks like, and this is the other side, as you can see. So this is it. This is the finished look, and yeah, just making sure you guys see what the finished look looks like. So if this tutorial was helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Yeah.